Hey guys, welcome to another Thursday on Geeks of the Week. I am Mario and you're stuck with me today, sorry. So this week I am going to talk to my fellow geeks, discuss my geek influences, and finally get to the comic book reviews. So after I saw Stev's video, I am even more impressed with cosplayers now and just the level of multitasking and how busy you guys get. It's just crazy. After watching Stev's video, I myself felt just busy and tired. I don't know where you guys are going to find the time to do everything you have to do, and yet you do, and you always look great from all the pictures I've seen. Like I said, very impressive. You guys should check out Luluko's video. As I'm talking multitasking, she is getting her leg cast, she's knitting, she's juggling, I think, at one point. She's doing so many things in that video. It's crazy. Like I said, they just multitask all the time. It's hard for me to be sitting here and talking at the same time. So that's about as intricate as level of multitasking I could do. I think you cosplayers have to be very good at doing many things at once, and because of that, I don't think I could ever make a good one. So anyways, I wish you guys well at Fandomate. I hope you don't get into too much trouble. And moving on to Coolio Vids, he showed us his Comic-Con swag, and I am both jealous and envious. So yeah, there's that. Finally, I'm going to discuss. I'm going to answer Nikki's question. I'm about to get all deep and vulnerable, and there's a chance I might cry, so you guys should stay tuned for that. No, I'm not gonna cry. There is a chance though. No, it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna get all vulnerable on you guys and deep, so check that out coming up right now. Nikki asked a very insightful question this week. What fandoms make up who we are? And over the years, I've taken something from each of the ones I've gotten into, but if we're going down to my core, there are a few that have helped shape the person I am or have helped me out in situations in my life. And the first one is Ghostbusters. It's the first movie I completely geeked out over. I still quote it all the time. Back off, man. I'm a scientist. I love that line. I use it all the time, even if it's not appropriate or even if it does not apply. The character of Dr. Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray, was just so funny and charming, and all my life I've been trying to be that way. I've been trying to be Peter Venkman. I've been trying to be a Ghostbuster. So from his character, I learned to just have fun. You know, no matter what situation you're in your life, even if it's dire, just approach it with half a smile and a witty remark and you're good. So having fun in life is important. The next one has to deal with my home life. I didn't grow up in the most normal of households. My family resembled that more of The Simpsons or Married with Children. So because of those shows, that helped me realize that your family doesn't have to be perfect. It could be dysfunctional, but you guys could still love each other. And those shows helped me realize that, and I owe them a lot because of it. Also, I would watch Fox all the time because of them, and it introduced me to the X-Files, so I thank them for that too. And last but not least, Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That show got me through high school. I became so emotionally attached to those characters that even if I was having a bad week, if the Scoobies were doing good, my spirits would immediately be lifted. Sometimes it would work against me because on the rare occasions I was doing good, if the Scoobies were doing bad, I would feel that too. It's funny, you become so emotionally attached to these fictional characters that you feel their struggle and you feel their hardships, and that's when great art happens. I think everybody has one fandom that you become so invested in these characters that what happens to them matters to you. They become as real as actual people you know, and that is so rare in life. I think I could count only 2 or 3 fandoms that I feel that way about. I think everybody at least has one. Anyways, went off a bit on a tangent there. Having Buffy was always just so comforting, good or bad, just comforting to have there, and that's the best word I could use to describe that show. Just my comfort. And like Nikki, I got in friends from that show. It's I could be a bit of a recluse and shy, but if I know you like that show, you're not gonna get me to shut up. I'm gonna talk to you all the time about it, and you're gonna have a friend in me. Also, like Nikki, I tend to quote it or use slang from it. To describe how I'm feeling, I'll say 5 by 5. I often refer to myself as Randy Giles. Anytime I hear the word Master, I add the word Bader to it. Or the Dark Prince, Bader. Anyways, it was a great show, and it was sad when it was over, but all good things must come to an end. And now I feel all vulnerable and exposed because those fandoms make up who I am, and I've gotten personal here. So I hope you're happy, Nikki. I'm all, I opened up. I don't like that. Anyways, I might as well get to the comic book reviews. This week, I'll be reviewing Danger Club issue 2, written by Landry Q. Walker and art by Eric Jones. And in this issue, we discover more personal things about Kid Vigilante. Also, he's trying to find out what killed the grown-up superheroes because something big and evil is heading towards Earth, and he wants to stop it. Also, there's a robot battle in Micro Tokyo. So, the cliffhanger for the issue comes at the beginning of the story, which is kind of rare. And they don't solve it in this particular issue, so I'm kind of curious to find out what actually happened and what's going on. It's a new series. I'm already looking forward to finding out more things about the characters. Imagine a kind of more edgier Young Justice, which by itself is kind of edgy, but this one is just like no holds bars. We're talking just anything goes. Like I said, I really look forward to it. It's a new series. I absolutely recommend people to either get the first issue and then collect the second. It's really cool, it's ongoing, and I rate this 4 stars. Next, and this is a bit of a cheat, I'm going to be reviewing the story arc Exiled, which is the crossover of New Mutants and Journey into Mystery, written by Dan Abnett, Andy Landing, and Karen Gillian, art by Carmine Di Giaminico. And the broad strokes of the arc and the story so far is the Soul Eaters, the Asgardian Soul Eaters known as the Disir, are after a Asgardian hero known as Exiled, who's been posing as a human and the neighbor of the New Mutants. When the Disir and the Asgards finally track him down, Exiled uses this big warping reality spell to make that he got from grown-up Loki to make the Asgard and the Disir believe they're humans. And the New Mutants are trying to set things right. So that's basically where the arc is currently at right now. Started off kind of slow for me, but it's really starting to grow on me. Each writer's talented in their own right, but they're working great together. I love the sort of double narration they got going on. Artwork is solid and it's good. It's cohesive throughout the entire book, which is a good move because I've always disliked that in crossovers when you're reading one book and when you jump into the next issue, the artwork is just completely different. However, I do miss the regular Journey into Mystery artist Richard Elson, and I hope when this story arc is over he comes back to the book because Journey into Mystery is one of my favorite books. Him and Karen Gillian are doing amazing work, just month after month. I always recommend that book and will continue to do so. Anyways, here's the bad parts about crossovers. Even though I know who the New Mutants are, I do not know the current status of their team, so it's these new characters that I don't know what's going on, but I pick things up as I went along. So ultimately, I am rating this a strong 3.5 stars. Very strong 3.5 stars. It was almost 4. I think by the time this arc is over, it probably will be 4. I'm just gonna stick it out and see what happens. It's been, I don't want to say stick it out, it sounds like I'm being forced to. No, it's a good book. It's a very solid and enjoyable read. I cannot wait to see what happens, and I will let you guys know how it ends up and pick up Journey into Mystery after this arc is over, because it's always, when arcs are over, it's always a good jumping on point. So I'll be back with that. Anyways, currently it's 3.5 stars, and yeah. Okay, so this video is running way too long again. I really gotta stop talking so much. Comment on my video, let me know what you think of my reviews. Even if you disagree, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Come back tomorrow. Hopefully Nikki will be able to upload her video from Fanime. I'm very excited to see if she can. If not, just come back next week because I'm sure they'll have great Fanime coverage. I hope you girls have a lot of fun. Let me reiterate that. Anyways, comment, subscribe, check out the other more cool, talented geeks of the week. I will be back next week, and sorry for the long video again, guys. Sorry. Okay, bye.